Bella Vista's private dining room buzzed with polite chatter and clinking cutlery. My father's 65th birthday dinner, 25 carefully selected guests, candlelit tables, had been unfolding with the usual familial theatrics. For the last 40 minutes, my brother Ethan had monopolized the conversation, reciting every detail of his new BMW purchase. $52,000 price tag, 5.9% interest, 72-month term, and totally manageable monthly payments, repeated like a mantra. My parents hung on his every word, marveling over leather seats and sound systems as if he'd brokered some monumental deal. I quietly worked through my risotto, contributing nods here and there, invisible as ever. Then Catherine Reynolds arrived. She apologized for being late, but her presence instantly shifted the room. Catherine was more than my attorney. She'd handled all my real estate transactions for a decade and was also my father's former law school classmate, someone who had witnessed our family dynamics for 40 years. "Robert, happy birthday," she greeted warmly, hugging my father, shaking my mother's hand, and finally turning to me with a professional smile. "Lauren, I wanted to confirm that the $970,000 property on Woodland Terrace is now fully in your name. The county processed everything last week. Clean, unencumbered ownership." Silence descended. Ethan froze mid-sip. My mother's fork hit her plate. My father's face went pale. "What property?" he whispered. I took a slow sip of wine, savoring the weight of the moment. 10 years of being overlooked, dismissed, and treated like the underachiever in contrast to Ethan's celebrated minor purchases, all leading to this revelation. "The Woodland Terrace estate," Catherine explained, scrolling through her phone. "Originally held in trust, now fully transferred. No liens, fully paid off." Ethan blinked, confused. "Lauren, you don't own a house. You rent that condo near the hospital." "I rented that condo during my residency," I said calmly. "Then I bought the Woodland Terrace estate, 10 years ago." The birthday cake remained untouched at the center of the table, candles waiting. "What are you talking about?" my father demanded. "The 6-bedroom estate I purchased for $970,000 in 2014, I replied evenly. "The one I've lived in ever since." The room seemed to shudder. My mother clutched her chest. My father looked as if struck. Ethan's smug grin vanished. "How could you afford that?" my mother asked. "Through work," I said simply. "I'm a cardiothoracic surgeon at Metropolitan Medical Center. 8 years on staff, $485,000 per year before bonuses and consulting." Catherine added, "With bonuses and consulting, closer to $620,000. Lauren is one of the state's most sought-after cardiac surgeons." My father repeated, as if testing comprehension, $600,000 a year? "Exactly," I confirmed. Ethan sneered. "So you've been secretly rich this whole time?" "I'm financially stable," I corrected. "Not secretive. Just living my life." "You assumed my silence meant I had nothing." I laid out the rest. Chief of cardiothoracic surgery, youngest department chief in the hospital's history, 200 surgeries a year at 98.7% success, 43 publications, national board service. Each detail landed like a thunderclap. My parents froze. Ethan slumped. Catherine added, she was also nominated for the American College of Surgeons Distinguished Service Award, and her research on minimally invasive valve replacement appeared in the New England Journal of Medicine. My mother's colleague approached. "Lauren, your consultation last month saved a life. Your diagnostic skills are legendary." The silence afterward was suffocating. "How did we not know any of this?" my father finally managed. "Because you never asked," I said. Every conversation about my life was redirected to Ethan. "You assumed silence meant insignificance." Catherine shifted uneasily, aware the room's tension had reached its peak. "Maybe I should give you some privacy," my father suggested. "No," I said firmly. "Stay. There's nothing private here." just the truth coming to light. My father's voice tightened. We've always supported your career, Lauren. Have you? I asked softly. Can you tell me where I work? My specialty? The surgeries I perform. The silence was telling. My father's jaw flexed. My mother looked down, tears forming. Metropolitan Medical Center, Catherine said gently. Cardiothoracic surgery. Lauren performs coronary bypasses, valve replacements, heart transplants. Her waiting list is 6 months long because patients request her specifically. Heart transplants, my mother whispered. I performed my first 4 years ago, I said. 17 since, all successful. Ethan jumped up, chair scraping. I need some air. Sit down, my father snapped. Why? Ethan shot back. So I can hear more about Lauren owning a mansion while I'm struggling with a car loan? Your BMW is lovely, my mother interjected automatically. It's a $52,000 car on a 72-month loan, I said evenly. Meanwhile, I just invested $340,000 cash in a medical office building. Apples and oranges. Ethan slumped back, red-faced. My father turned to Catherine. What else don't we know? Catherine hesitated, glanced at me. I nodded. Lauren owns the Woodland Terrace estate outright, now worth roughly $1.3 million, she said. 2 rental properties bring total real estate holdings to about $2.1 million. Retirement accounts exceed $580,000, investments around $420,000, liquid assets $150,000. Total net worth, $3.2 million. The room froze. My mother gasped. Ethan paled. My father looked sick. $3 million, he repeated, mechanical. $3.2, I corrected. Market fluctuations aside. You're a multi-millionaire, Ethan said incredulously. At 38, I added. Turning 39 next month. Not that you'd know. You haven't remembered my birthday in 6 years. My mother's sobs escalated. My father's hands trembled. We remember your birthday, she protested. Do you? I pressed. Last year, a card arrived 2 weeks late with Ethan's girlfriend's name. The year before, you forgot entirely until I reminded you about a gift you never sent. Catherine rose. I should go. Lauren, I'll send the final documents tomorrow. Thank you, I said, squeezing her hand. She shot my parents a sharp look and left. The silence that followed was suffocating. What do you want from us? My father asked hoarsely. Nothing, I said. I wanted your pride. Your recognition. I wanted to matter as much as Ethan, but I stopped hoping about 5 years ago. We treat you like you matter, my mother said. Do you? I asked. 40 minutes listening to Ethan's car loan. Not knowing I own a $1.3 million estate, that I'm department chief, published in the New England Journal, performing heart transplants. How exactly does that suggest I matter? The room was silent. Guests nearby had stopped pretending not to listen. We love you, my father said desperately. You love an idea of me, I corrected. The struggling, unremarkable daughter you assumed I was. She doesn't exist. And I'm done pretending she does. I grabbed my purse. My father reached for me. Lauren, don't go. It's my birthday. Celebrate it, I said. With Ethan and his car payments. I'm done pretending this is okay. What's not okay? My mother asked through tears. Everything, I said. 10 years of invisibility. 10 years of accomplishments ignored. 10 years of building a life you never saw because you were too focused on Ethan. That's not fair, Ethan protested. What's not fair is celebrating your car lease like a windfall while ignoring a daughter saving lives. Being a hospital department chief and still considered a failure. We never thought you were a failure, my father said. You just thought I was less than Ethan, I said. You were catastrophically wrong. I walked out. My mother called my name, but I didn't turn back. Outside, the night air was crisp. My Mercedes S-Class, bought and paid for 3 years ago, awaited at the valet. I slid behind the wheel and drove home. Woodland Terrace welcomed me with soaring ceilings, recessed lights, 6 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, a home office, a library, a wine cellar, and a master suite with a spa bath. Every room reflected choices I made for myself, dreams I realized, not for approval, not for validation. My phone rang. Mother. I let it go. Father. Voicemail. A text from Ethan. You really had to ruin Dad's birthday. I walked through my home, room by room, from dining room to home theater to guest wing. Anger didn't rise. Only clarity. 10 years of trying to be seen. Ignored because they wanted a daughter who fit their story, not the one who saved lives, built wealth, and earned respect. A text from Catherine. You handled that with grace. Proud of you. I smiled. Thank you for being there. Another buzz. Mom, please call. We need to talk. I stared, then set the phone aside. Tomorrow would bring calls, texts, explanations, attempts to rewrite 10 years of neglect. Tonight, I let myself feel the weight of my accomplishments. A career saving lives, financial independence, groundbreaking research, surgical innovation, peer respect. And I had done it all without needing their recognition. Tonight, I stood in my estate and allowed myself to feel proud.